Hey, Conscious Habit listeners. My goal is to help support you on your journey of discovering how to live from your highest and most fulfilled self at home and at work. And in that vein, I have some thoughts I'd like to share with you today. So meditate on this. I've been reflecting recently as I am coming up on making some big ass decisions for Conscious Habit and making some really big investments to take this company where I know it's capable of going. It's had me reflect on big leaps I've taken in the past, and I want to invite you to do the same. What are some of those big risks that you decided to take that created an entirely new reality for you? When I say an entirely new reality, that doesn't necessarily mean that, wow, everything around me completely changed, but maybe what changed was what you knew of yourself. One that comes to mind for me is when Desiree Garcia, who I talk about a ton on the podcast, when she and I decided to host the High Vibe Tribe retreat. So, for those of you who don't know, Des and I every year host a women's yoga and meditation retreat somewhere different in the world. We've been to Costa Rica, Tulum, Sedona. 2024, we're heading to a really cool place in Mexico. And we knew that this was a dream that we had. Like, hey, what is something big and crazy that you would like to do? She asked me this question, and I said, I'd love to host a retreat. And she said, me too. Well, let's make it happen. And among making this dream a possibility meant we had to take big risks we have probably never had to take before. One of those big risks was writing a giant, scary check, thousands of dollars on the line. And even scarier, we had a big contract that said, hey, if you don't sell this retreat out, you're going to have to write an even larger check for even many more thousands of dollars. And we took that risk and it paid off because what we had was a sold out retreat that changed lives, including our own. It created an incredible experience in a beautiful place and healing. And what Des and I learned about ourselves, or at least what I can speak for myself, what I know I learned about myself through that experience was a big, scary yes. Man, it came with even bigger payoffs I could have never imagined. And as I face this next big, scary yes, there's a lot of logic that says, this is too much money. You really should not be investing this much. You should take the safe road, do what you've always known. You can get there if you just do X, Y, and Z. But in order for us to truly take a big leap, to move into a new space in our lives and new capabilities, we have to be willing to make decisions we've never made before. And sometimes those decisions are making investments we have never made before. We have to go all in on our dreams and on our vision. And I know what's going to come on the other side is lessons I never anticipated learning. And I'm just open for those. So for you, wherever you are in your life right now, if you feel like, I feel stuck. I have these dreams I'd like to someday, maybe it's just a craving for something new and different. I'm going to encourage you to first reflect what's a big leap, a big risk that I've taken that has had great payoff, right? Risk and reward. And what is a big decision that maybe I need to be okay making, even if I don't know what the payoffs are going to be? On the other side of big risk is big opportunity. I don't know if we can have one without the other. And as I've talked about in previous Meditate on This episodes, along the way, we just have to trust ourselves to face the scary stuff. Trust ourselves that we will figure this out, that a known hell is not better than an unknown heaven. Taking a big risk could have big payoffs for ourselves and for people around us. So I encourage you to lean into the pucker and take a big leap.